Today we re-answering the question millions of people are asking right now. How did humans actually survive before online doctors, AI health apps, and 24/7 instant medical advice? No instant Google searches, no video calls, no symptom checker, just vibes and hope. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why your grandparents were built differently. Imagine waking up with a fever in 1985. You can't Google it. You can't chat with an AI doctor. You can't get instant answers. You know what people did instead? They asked their mom. They asked their neighbor. They drank random homemade soups. They said sleep it off. They blamed the weather. They prayed. It was a whole different world. Think about it. Your stomach hurts. You tell your grandma. Her first solution: drink hot water. You tell her it still hurts. Her next move: drink more hot water. It's getting worse. Okay, now she says, add lemon. And somehow, humanity kept going. People just powered through it with remedies that sound wild to us today. Your only other option was to make a big decision. Back then, if something serious happened, you had exactly one option. You had to physically go to a doctor, and that was an entire adventure in itself. First, you had to deal with long waiting rooms. You'd just sit there for what felt like an eternity, flipping through magazines that were older than you were. The only entertainment was watching other people look just as bored and miserable as you felt. Second, there were the phone calls that took forever. You'd call the office, get a busy signal. Call again, you get through, but you're put on hold. The hold music was always terrible, just this grainy, looping classical song for 20 minutes. Then someone would finally pick up, just to put you on hold again. And third, everything was on paper. No apps, no patient portals. Just thick, dusty files stacked in a massive cabinet somewhere in a back room. Your entire medical history was in a folder that could get lost, misfiled, or accidentally used as a coaster. And if the doctor wasn't available after all that, too bad. Try again next week. It was a system that demanded incredible patience. Before online doctors, people used some wild medical hacks that were passed down through generations. These were the original life hacks, but for your health. Let's start with boiling water. It was the solution for literally everything. Got a headache? Put your face over a bowl of steam. Got a cough? Breathe in the steam. Feeling sad? Steam. Going through a breakup? You get extra steam. It was the universal cure-all. Then, there were onion cures. This one is legendary. People legitimately put sliced onions in their socks before bed to draw out sickness. They'd place them in rooms to purify the air. Onions were everywhere, a fragrant, if questionable, guardian against germs. And of course, honey. Honey was treated like a magical elixir from the gods. Got a cut? Put honey on it. Sore throat? A spoonful of honey. Bad grades? Honey. Sure, why not? It was the answer for everything, inside and out. But the real MVPs of pre-internet healthcare were the random home doctors. This was your aunt, who knew everything. Or that one neighbor who gave out free medical advice over the garden fence. Or your friend who swore that ginger could cure all known human illnesses. These people were the original online doctors, just completely offline and operating with 100% confidence and zero medical credentials. In the 90s and early 2000s, things started to get interesting. This was the dawn of the internet age, and it slowly began to change how we thought about health. At first, it was just early health websites, these clunky, text-heavy pages with basic information. Then came the first symptom checkers. You'd click through a series of drop-down menus, and it would spit out a list of terrifying possible diseases. Hospital websites started popping up, but they were mostly just online brochures with their address and phone number. But the real game changer happened around 2005, when WebMD became massive. Suddenly, everyone had a medical dictionary in their house, and that's when people started diagnosing themselves, usually incorrectly. It became a new kind of national pastime. You'd have a simple symptom, like a single sneeze, You'd type it into Google, and 5 minutes later, you're convinced you have a rare jungle fever and only 72 hours to live. Every headache was a brain tumor, and every stomachache was a fatal condition. It was a new era of health anxiety, powered by dial-up internet. Fast forward to today, and it's a completely different universe. In 2025, you can get a doctor on your phone in 10 seconds. AI can analyze your data and predict illnesses before you even have symptoms. Your watch tells you your heart rate, your sleep score, and probably your destiny. It's instant, it's everywhere, and it's always on. You can just message an app, "I have a headache." The AI instantly responds, "Analysis complete. Drink 8 ounces of water." You reply, "What if that doesn't work?" The AI, without missing a beat, says, "Drink more water." It seems like we've just created a high-tech version of our grandmas. The tools have changed, but some of the advice has stayed exactly the same. We've gone from drink hot water with lemon to log your water intake in the app, but the core idea is weirdly similar. It's progress, but it's also kind of funny how we've come full circle. So how did people actually survive all those years without instant medical advice? Here's the shocking truth. People survived because their world was fundamentally different. Communities were stronger. If you got sick, neighbors checked on you. Family was nearby. You weren't isolated. Homes were healthier, with less synthetic materials and more fresh air. The food was more natural. People ate what was in season, often from their own garden or a local farm, not ultra-processed stuff from a box. Their bodies were more active. Daily life required more physical movement, working, playing. There wasn't a screen to stare at for 12 hours a day. And most importantly, people didn't panic Google everything. A cough was just a cough, not a symptom to be cross-referenced with 1,000 online articles. They also slept more. They ate real food, and they didn't scroll TikTok until 3 a.m. Their baseline level of health was just higher, making them more resilient to common illnesses. So next time you ask your AI doctor why your left eyebrow hurts, just remember this. People lived for thousands of years without any online help at all. You're going to be okay. If you enjoyed this deep dive into today's trending topic, hit like, subscribe, and comment below. Do you trust online doctors? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.